So I just quickly wanted to go over the weekly delivery and how we unfolded throughout the week. And I also wanted to talk about the weekly profile for the week, right? So it was an FOMC week. So we had a big news driver in the middle of the week. So for me, that is just a big no on Monday and Tuesday trading because Monday was a no news Monday, and then Tuesday that was the day right in advance of FOMC, right? So that is the FOMC protocol that we do not trade the day in advance of FOMC. So, and we had FOMC, then Thursday had a news, high impact news event, and then Friday. So my focus was going to be for the next half of the week. So let me just go over how Monday and Tuesday went and how we set up buy side for FOMC to be taken out, right? So we opened up on Monday right here. So this was Monday midnight opening. We went up higher. We wicked through the previous week high. So this is the Friday high, which is also the previous weekly high, and we wicked through it. And then we had a London manipulation, and then we went back up, and we started grinding higher throughout the PM session and Asia later, and like throughout the whole day basically, right? So what was this? This was sell side generated right below the Monday midnight opening price for the weekly power of 3, and uh, on Tuesday we opened up, we went higher. This was, we made relative equal highs right here, as you can see, and then we started going back lower, and then we went into consolidation from lunch till next day, and this was way too smooth, like this relative equal lows, these relative equal lows, and this imbalance. So all this is too smooth on the buy side. So my anticipation for going into FOMC was the buy side liquidity, and that we would manipulate lower and then go higher. So when we are manipulating, looking to manipulate lower, where can price go till? That is the question, right? Where can price go till? So we had a daily volume imbalance right here, and this was the weekly liquidity. So this was the current weekly low before FOMC, and then after FOMC took that out, we went into the daily volume imbalance. We wicked through it. It stopped right in the consequent encroachment middle of the volume imbalance, and that was the micro signal for IBDA tipping its hand that the buy program is unfolding, right? So after that was done, throughout the later half of the afternoon session and the Asia session, we started grinding up higher, creating this imbalance. This was a breakaway gap sort of. We barely filled it in. We went up higher to cut this buy side, and we created this imbalance, right? This was a key PD array to monitor because we went higher, we came retraced back higher, and then we had one more push higher, right? So this was a key PD array, a key BISI, and then throughout the run higher, we also created this BISI, these two BISIs, but I'm just going to consider the upper one just because this was, I was anticipating this to be a breakaway gap, right? Anticipating this to be a breakaway gap, but during Thursday morning session, we went into this. But look at the bodies. Where are they closing? On the upper half of this BC. So that was a good signal from IBDA. Is the IBDA tipping its hand that okay, I'm closing on the upper half of the BC. That means price wants to go higher. And at all-time highs, what you can do, you can use fulcrums to anticipate where price might reach up to. So that is a topic for another video. But on Thursday as well, we came back down into this busy. This was our point A for the day then, and then London highs, supreme market highs will be point B, right? Market maker buy model unfolded. This was one, two, three candles market maker buy model. And then what happened during the lunches? We created these relative equal highs right here. This, relative equal to me, and then we started consolidating, grinding lower into this BC, right? And as you can see, we generated some sell side as well. And Friday opened up, we took that high, we took that low, and then started going lower. We Where did we go till? Look at the bodies closing inside this BC, right? So this was a signal. This was a it got dipping its heart once more that okay, price wants to go higher, and at all-time high conditions, that is our bias. We want to be bullish. We do not want to be shorting or hold to the idea of picking tops, right? So unless until it's very obvious that price wants to go lower, we can have intraday fluctuations lower. That is obviously permissible. We can go lower on intraday, but on a trading perspective, we want to be bullish. So each day there will be a power of three: midnight opening price, lower, ICT classic buy day, right? Lower, we close inside the fair value gap. So we went into the lower BC, right? We went into the lower BC, but the body closed inside this. Then we started grinding higher throughout the day, and that was it for the week, right? So as you can see, multiple setups presented themselves using the 1 hour time frame, and how we could have built a narrative, how Monday created the sell side this is sell side generated sell side, right? This is generated buy side to be taken out post FOMC. So FOMC is a big voluntary injections, and we want to trick retail. So this was a good support for retail, right? All this is good support that price is going lower. So the idea is being promoted that price will go lower from this point onwards, but we know that at all time highs we do not pick tops. So